So it's been a little bit of a while since this account has been around, but you guys have asked for it. We are going to do it. We are going to go and spend our cash stack which we earned in free to play, and we are going to go and voyage into members. So we are going to go and buy a bond now. Luckily for us, it actually has gone down a little bit. So we've saved a little bit on that, even though it's not buying. We'll throw in 140 mil and hopefully that will buy there. Yes, it has. 140 mil. It's given us roughly 50 mil to play with, which I think is a really, really good starting point. And what I want to do is welcome you guys to Season 2 of Escaping Free to Play. From the first season, we sort of grinded away, used 3 main skills and accessed the amount of GP needed to buy that bond. If you've not seen that season or that series, I'll make sure to put it in the corner of the video. You'll basically see how I've got to this point where I've been able to afford a bond. What we're going to be doing, and it's only going to be for one more season and then we're going to finish this account. We are going to see if we can sustain ourselves in 2 weeks and rebuy a bond and have a bigger cash stack than 13 mil. But that's it. We are now committed, and if we check our bank value, we have 16 mil to our name. So the bond has been used. We are ready to go. And we have 14 days now to see just how much GP we can make, starting with a 16 mil cash. Now, the big thing is here, we actually have a start, whereas before in series, we've gone into members with nothing. So to have 16 mil as a start is going to be pretty huge, and we're going to go and see what we can do from there. So let's get started. Let's go to members. Let's have a game plan, and then we'll see where we go from there. So we are here. We have made it to the promised land. Admittedly, I'm on world 84, which I would rather be on world 92, but you know, we move. So we need to go over the game plan. What are we going to be doing? What are we looking to be doing on this account? Now, for this first 14 days, what I'm mainly looking for is surely to get the bond paid off first. We need to make enough GP to pay the bond, but also increase our cash stack. So for me, I'm aiming for 200 mil. 200 mil as quick as possible, and then we can sort of open up what we want to be doing from there. Now, really, what you want to be doing as well as earning all that GP is to also bring up your account level and earn more stats to make more GP with, if that makes sense. So one thing I'm going to do first is buy some Infernus Pyroclast. Now this is important because it's a limited item, but also it's going to be a daily, which we pretty much make 6 mil per day. So this is going to be a way to make a decent chunk of cash very, very quick and without quite a lot of effort, really. It's very laid back and very easy to do if we can actually buy the Pyroclast. That's very, very expensive for what it is. There we go, that's more reasonable. So I'm going to put it in for that offer, let it buy, and then we'll go and transform that into compost. Apart from that, what we're going to move into next is doing battle staffs. Now, battle staffs is going to be very boring because it's sort of a standard move to go into one of the skills we've already done. But in terms of making GP quick, battle staffs is going to be a decent play for us because you're going to make a solid 3k per battle staff really easy. You're going to be able to make them quite quick per hour. And really, it's something we can grind on just to bring ourselves up to like 50k. And just give me a bit more time to get a bit inventive with what we're going to be doing. Now, I do think at some point we're going to be doing the quest to get into Fort for Infantry. That's going to get us 50 construction for free, but also give us access to frames, which is just another GP method for us to do. But I do think the ability to go to Fort for Infantry is going to help us because it gives us the access to the workshop. So the workshop's going to help a lot with smithing, which I think is going to be another big point. We can do orichalcum bars, which are quite significant for making GP. And eventually, I imagine we'll move into Necronium. Necronium as well, also very good GP, up at the minute as well. And then once we work between that and Mage, we can start to sort of invest in other skills. So like skills which we could invest in to be making some more GP. Fletching is a really good one. And we can do a little bit of Necromancy. Necromancy can make us some money with inks as well. That's something we can do. We could probably look at construction, herb lore, archaeology to a point will make his money as well. And yeah, just sort of do that and just see what we can make GP with. Now, as we currently stand, today is the 26th of July. No double XP has been announced. And I think if we get the ability for a double XP to be announced while we're playing this account for the 2 weeks, we can move heavily into herb lore or wherever the market is sort of demanding. I think in the minute there's a bit of a push for frames. Frames seem to be very much on the up. So that could also be an option for us to move into. Basically, whatever makes us as much GP as possible through demand is what we'll look at doing that as to be doing as well. But at least for the time being, the skills we've sort of worked on, smithing, crafting, mage, are going to be our first sort of port of call to sort of hammer and go for anyway. So in terms of the battle stats, I'm going to go for fire orbs. The reason I'm going to go for fire orbs is because they are the cheapest. I mean, 110 GP for a fire orb, yes please, we will definitely have that. And they're even cheaper than that as well, that's just sad. 98 GP for a fire orb's criminal. And yeah, we're pretty much going to do that. I think that's a pretty solid way to start. I don't know if we've got much left in the bank, because to be fair, it's been a little while since I've played the account, so we might have some stuff like this, the unstable protein and the herblore stuff. We'll get using them as soon as possible. I wonder if I can convert them now. Yes. So it's weird that it doesn't let you convert it when you're free to play. So to be fair, I think the shakes are going to be the best one for us, because it will give us very early herblore levels, and that will be good when we finally decide to do herblore. But that's going to be pretty much the start of a plan, and that's going to be what we're doing. The bonds purchased, we've got a rough sort of idea of what we're going to do. I'm going to cycle through battle stats for a couple of thousand, make the GP from that, and then we're going to invest on other stuff and move into other stuff as well. I don't think there's time for us to do things like quests and stuff. For the first 14 days, what you really want to do is make your money back, make a little bit more for going forward, and then invest in skills so the next time you move on to a bond, it's easier and it's a smoother process because you've got more to do in terms of variety as well. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this first video. I hope you guys are looking forward to season 2. Thank you all for the support on season 1. It really was a nice little series for us to do. And I think we managed to do it in a decent sort of time as well, where it wasn't like dragged out or played a bit too much, if you get what I mean. So what I need from you guys as well is the same sort of thing as from season 1. Any ideas of how to make money, any suggestions, throw them in the comments. Let's get ideas going down there as well. You were super helpful the last time, and I think it pointed me in direction, especially with the shout outs for smithing. They really helped me out. So any ideas you've got, throw them in the comments. And what I would ask for you guys for one more time is if you go for a like on this video. The reason I think that series, the season 1, did so well is because we hit it off hard from the start. We did really well on the likes, and we did really well on the likes throughout the series. So if you guys could do that for me again, I'd really, really appreciate it. And if you are brand new to the channel, we are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. So drop me a subscription and you'll be able to see all these videos. I am thinking at the minute, we're going to do it pretty similar to how we uploaded last time. We'll do 4 episodes a week, and then we'll do Market Watch and 2 videos on the weekend, which are a little bit different as well, just to change it up a little bit. But Monday to Thursday will be for this series as well. So hope you're looking forward to it. Any suggestions in the comment section. Subscribe and like if you aren't on the channel already. Thank you guys for your support, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next video.